Would you believe me if I told you the most powerful thing I own is a pair of heels that are falling apart? They're tucked away at the back of my closet, now worn out, torn at the edges, barely holding together. To anyone else, they look like trash. But to me, they're a quiet reminder of everything I've survived. I didn't always love myself. There was a time when I doubted my worth, my beauty, and my strength. But the day I bought those heels, everything began to shift. They weren't designer, just a simple black pair with a sharp stiletto and a shimmer that caught the light. I had to save for weeks, skipping meals, saying no to small joys just to buy them. Not because I wanted to impress anyone, but because I needed to feel like someone who mattered. The first time I wore them was on a date I nearly cancelled. I'd been heartbroken before, left with tears, silence, and promises that were never real. I sat on my bed, staring at my reflection, and almost talked myself out of going. But then, I slipped on those heels. I stood taller. I saw someone stronger looking back at me. That night, I laughed. I felt wanted. He told me I looked like a dream, and for a few fleeting hours, I believed him. Then came the job interview. I was scared, nervous, and broke. I only had enough for one-way transport, and my mind was already preparing for rejection. But I wore my heels anyway. Their confident click echoed down the hallway like a battle cry. I remember clutching my resume, praying silently, holding back tears. But I walked in. I smiled. I owned that room. And when they offered me the job, I almost cried. Not because of the salary, because I had finally won a battle I had fought for so long inside myself. But the hardest memory tied to those heels: my mother's funeral. I couldn't breathe. I didn't think I had the strength to speak, to even stand. But somehow, I found my way to those same heels. I put them on with trembling hands. And when I stood at the podium, looking out at everyone, I remembered everything she taught me about grace, about courage. I spoke through tears, but I stood tall, because those heels held me up when I couldn't hold myself together. Now, years later, the straps are barely holding. The shine is gone, but every scratch is sacred. Every tear tells a story. So no, I won't throw them away. Not today, not ever, because they've become more than shoes. They're a part of me, a reminder of who I was and who I fought to become. And maybe one day, if someone I love is falling apart too, I'll hand them these heels and say, "Here, walk in these. You're stronger than you think."